Hey guys, we're making a Tervigon today. We need most of the ingredients from a Carnifex kit. So the upper body, normal head, an enhanced senses biomorph that's been split in half, straight down the middle, 2 spine bank carapace pieces, the tail piece, both legs, and 4 scything talons. Next step, I've glued the head together. I've glued together the body and the tail, and I've left everything else. Okay, the next step is to put the 2 carapace pieces together. In order to do this, we need to cut off this tip over here, and then we need to turn the front side over and file down these 2 sides so that they're flat and that they sit much more comfortably on top of these 2 pieces. Okay, so these have been glued together, as you can see, in every angle. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in this side with the green stuff next. Before you do that, take a look at the head and attach the enhanced senses biomorph to just below these holes here, and so that it's sitting at an angle and that it's slightly on the jaw itself but not in the way of its mouth. So later when we come over this green stuff, we're going to fill in all the gaps and make it look organic. Here's the carapace filled in and waiting to dry. As soon as it's done, I'll put in a little extra details, a couple more spines maybe, and then I'll sand it down so it looks good. Back over here to the main carapace. You need to extend these bone kind of ridges to extend beyond here. We need about 4 more sets. So that's the next thing I'm going to sculpt. Right, this is what it should look like when you're done. Well, hopefully a little better. And then what you can do is start testing your plates straight on top, and testing the head, which I've also taken the time to fill in. So now he's starting to look a bit more like a Tervigon. That's the kind of angle you want, by the way, when you glue the head in. And once he's done here, we can start working on putting in more green stuff for his Tervigon sack. So you guys can get started on that and have a look at the next video. Alright, so glue the head down once you've finished the carapace sculpting, and the next step is we're going to sculpt around the head to make it look like it's not just stuck there and it's joining up. Also be sure to put your top carapace on when you're doing this, otherwise your head won't fit properly or you won't get the right look. Alright, so here it is. The head is finished. I've sculpted in the neck, and I've also put a ridge on the tip of the head so it looks more like the concept art. The next thing you want to do is glue the top plate down over the body while the green stuff sets, and the next thing we're going to do is start sculpting the big sort of Tervigon egg sac, and we're going to have Tervigons coming out of it. So if you have any spare Tervigons, use them and then sculpt around them and make it look like there's a giant egg sac behind them. Okay, so here we have the rest of the spines on top, which I've added and I've sculpted around, and then I've added a gaunt, and I've just stuck him down using some regular molding putty, and when that dries I'm going to work over it with another type of putty that I use. You can use green stuff, and the idea is to just make millions and millions of sinews, and then on the sides here we're going to put the rest of the egg sacs. Okay, so here's the basic idea with the putties. You just stretch it over the model, you find a point, try to anchor it down, rip it off, and you create sinews. You can just place these sinews anywhere you want, so long as your model's still, your green stuff or your modeling clay is still drying. And just repeat this process until the model's absolutely covered and you start having a nice thick base over him. As you can see here, I've built it up more by using thicker parts of clay here and then using the back of a sculpting tool to just draw lines up to the main part once that had been finished with the sinews. As you can see on this side, it's very plain still, and I'm going to add more detail there. Once I'm finished here, I'll probably put even more sinews on top of here to make it look even more detailed. So keep going. There you have it, guys, the finished Tervigon top. What I'm going to do now is glue it down to my base, wait for it to dry, glue on my scything talons, and then it's finished. here's my finished Tervigon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed converting with me.